Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have another Sakuzyo song as requested by Momekru and my executive producer Q. This is Inane, featuring probably one of the most disturbing album cover arts I've seen in recent memory. I don't like how this thing is looking at me. I'm trying to avoid looking at it by looking at you. So save me. I'm going to be listening to this. It's like a 9.5 minute long song roughly. So this is going to be interesting because I don't think I've ever heard something this long from Sakuzyo. So that's a long time. That's a lot of space to fill, and I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how they did it. So without further ado, let's go. You know what? I immediately hate the image more once the song started. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it's too real now. It's too real. I'm gonna like escape to another tab. I don't want to look at that thing. I mean, you can all stare at it because it'll be there in the edit, but I don't like it. Oh, those half steps in there. That dissonance is strong. See, following these beautiful resolves with those half steps down is just so jarring. I know that's the point too. Really solid dynamics work in here too, like leaving all this room for the atmosphere of the song, like heartbeat sort of pumping going on here, and doing nothing else with that sound in the meantime. Heart-wrenching, melancholic tone to the piano here. Sound design. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, it's kind of a fat beat. Give me that Baroque type beat. Want that Moonlight Sonata type beat. Jokes aside, this is a beautiful composition. They're really balancing that tension well with the resolved chords. Like right there, that transition. God. See, like separating out that bass line. Oh. You did not have to add that sub bass on there, Sakuzyo. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let that resonate out. Okay. Oh, God. Got some of that in my mouth. Woo. It's crawling through my skull, and I don't like it. I mean, I love the way it's built. This sounds amazing. But the prospect it's giving my subconscious. Ugh. It's like bugs in your skin. That was really fucking cool with that resonating vocal line there, that break. God, this dropping kick. It's like bass drop in here. And like, it just detunes. It doesn't go to another note that's on the scale. Now it is. Yeah. I was wondering how they were gonna fill all this time. And the answer was very well. The heavily like bit crushed. It's always a music box. It's always a music box. It almost sounds like a broken kalimba. Maybe it is a little bit. And that fuzz, that like digital, like scraping fuzz, that noise in there. Ooh, it's back. Ooh. Oh, my mouth wasn't closed yet. I'm tasting it again. The bugs are back. You know, the worst part about tapping out, though, is I don't know how long I've been here, but the best part about it is that I don't care. Because I'm willing to sit here and listen to more. This could go so many more directions. We've been in this tragedy for a while, and this, like, extra aggression from the past few minutes. And now we're reaching back into like what the intro had. Woo! Woo! Those horns. Oh, now they're blending. Sure. The natural progression. Of course it would blend. Woo! Modulating the rhythm too, how dare you. Who needs a metric anyway? Modulate that shit. Like, whatever that sample, that synth at the top was, it was like just at the edge of grating. Like, it hadn't quite gotten annoying yet, but it ran close to the edge with that one. But it's all for the story, isn't it? Like, this has gone a lot of directions. Is this the end? It's just... It is. Ooh. All right. With how that song played out, I've got to wonder if that isn't like the final song in an album. Like, I don't have any of that information. I wasn't given any of it by Momekru. I was just given the song, you know? So, like, I don't know where this would place, but it feels like it's the last movement of a bigger picture, and I feel like it hangs on that final note and kind of just gracefully dissipates into nothing by the end. It really just dissolves to nowhere. It doesn't end on anything that sounds like immensely it doesn't like leave you on the edge of your seat or anything. It doesn't resolve anything by the end. It just kind of goes away. And it's a little bit anticlimactic for that reason, but I also think that given what the rest of the song sounded like and what it was going for in its tone, I gotta believe that that was totally intentional. Like, that feeling by the end that you're just kind of left sitting there wondering if it's over. Like, was that it? But you don't exactly lack the feeling of finality that you would get from the end of a song. It feels like the end of it, but also it's just, it kind of leaves you wondering, you know? It just, you're like, there's more going on there, but it doesn't want to answer those questions. And that's kind of the bummer of the song. But again, that feels like that was intentional. This song truly has that energy of like, here's the final motion, here's the final movement. You're going to get the answers we give you. And if you don't figure out what those are on your own, we're not going to spoon feed it to you. So you're kind of sitting here just wondering like, wonder what that could have been. I wonder what this was, but we'll never know. It just feels like it's done. And it's strange not having answers. This one is super intriguing too with how it started. It was like fighting a little bit with like these very resolved chords that sounded major and happy, and then immediately would half step them down to something that wasn't that at all. And it was constantly pulling itself down. It's almost like trying to pull yourself out of a depressive loop where it's just, you're constantly like, hey, here's a good day. Oh, reality. And it just keeps sending you back through that until like maybe your anger gets the better of you. Like maybe that's what that like really sick part was with like the beat coming in and like all that sound design, that confusion, that gurgliness. It feels like something is intruding in your brain. It feels like almost schizophrenic in a way where there's information here that wouldn't normally be here, and it's conflicting with your thoughts constantly. You're fighting it actively and you're not sure where that's going to go either. And you're hoping for answers by the end of it. But by the end of it, you just end up at the beginning with everything kind of now mixed together, and you don't know why, and you don't get an answer as to why. So again, it's a little frustrating because the song doesn't give you those answers. But as an art piece, that's the whole fucking point, I believe. I believe that this is supposed to make you uncomfortable. I believe that this song is supposed to make you feel like you want answers to something that has been bugging you for potentially, I don't know, about maybe 9.5 minutes or so. And you just don't know what that's going to be, but you never get to know either. And it's just, those types of songs are always such a love-hate for me because I love how they're done. Artistically, they're brilliant. Compositionally, they're always phenomenal. And they always handle sound design very, very well. When it comes to telling a story like that, you have to in order to make these sorts of points. But also the hate part is just the fact that I don't get answers. I like something that ends with an answer. Most of us do, I'm sure. But I'm able to separate that emotion from the fact that this song is just so gorgeously well done. And I do believe that I'm accurate on the story there, or at least in the ballpark. I try to be based off of what I can guess from a song, and for this one, that's the feeling I'm getting. I feel like this is probably from an album that you probably have to listen to in order to like really get the feeling here, at least in its entirety. But I feel like this final song is also just a good single song to pick because it would be the ending, in my opinion. It doesn't feel like it would lead into anything else. It doesn't feel like any other questions were being asked. It was just the one final one you had, and you didn't get the answer for it, and now you gotta live with it. But there was some insane sound design stuff in there, and again, brilliant handling of things like the horns, super well done. The piano parts especially, beautiful composition, beautiful, beautiful piano parts. I loved how the piano sounded in the middle before we got to like that more hardcore stuff. Like that was gorgeous. Just, such a beautiful piece. But I also did talk about a lot of the different aspects during the reaction, as I tend to do, especially for longer songs. I feed through my thoughts actively so I can cut these parts shorter. So I think I will call it here as a result of that, and thank you Momekru for putting this into the queue. It was very interesting hearing Sakuzyo do something like this, a little bit more experimental and blend together. I mean, Sakuzyo's stuff that I've heard before has been experimental in ways, but this one is definitely more of a standout in that sound, and also that art, like beautiful art, don't get me wrong here, but like I don't like looking at the eyes. But again, just like the song, how it feels like it's an ending that I don't like, but I respect it. I love the way it was rendered, but it just gives me the heebie-jeebies and I don't want to stare at it. So, you know, have fun looking at it the whole time. I'm glad I didn't have to. But I digress. Once again, thank you all so very much for watching. If you have another song you want me to get to, by all means, drop it in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if like Momekru did, you want to guarantee that I listen to something, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There's a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guaranteed request. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!